The core value of discipleship reflects our desire to see children and young people enter into a lifelong relationship with Jesus. So in your SU group, we want you to encourage age-appropriate and sincere responses to the gospel. Encourage those children and young people to have a personal, intimate relationship with God. Equip them as they go out and reach into their school and beyond, and help to develop the gifts and talents that God has given them.
Hi everyone, I'm Gary. I'm a teacher for the last 20 years. And one of the best things about teaching is the opportunity to work with a Scripture Union group. Within our own school we have a group called Explore, and really this is like a small group for kids. A group of P7 boys and girls, and we sit at lunchtime, and the idea is basically just to dig into the Bible. It gives us the opportunity just to look at stories, to really unpack the stories, just to have time for the boys and girls to ask the most obscure questions, so that this doesn't become a book that's almost given to them by an adult, but this becomes a book that's vibrant and real in their hands. So just trying to apply it to their world. What do we do with them? We try to encourage them through our own story. So we just share the fact that being a Christian is very difficult. It's difficult for us in school, and yet we also share the fact that it's amazing to have Jesus with us every single day. That this is just more than a building where we come in and we learn about geography, or we learn about history, or we learn about science. But this is a building where we can serve God and honour God just through our relationship with others. And one of the things that we try to do is we try to really encourage the kids to be accountable for their faith. So if they say that they're a Christian within the Scripture Union group, we try to encourage them to live that out and try to unpack what that looks like. So what does that look like for a 10-year-old boy as he's in class, as he's faced with difficult situations with his peers? What about his approach to the teachers that he's going to be working with? What would Jesus want for him as a 10-year-old boy or a 10-year-old girl? What about her in terms of friendship groups and about including other people around him? One of the things we also try to do is just when we look at the stories, we try just to go systematically through the stories. So for example, 2 years ago we just started going through the book of Luke and just took it really chapter stories at a time, and started just looking at what God was saying through these different stories, looking at the characters and how God uses a character who was on this earth maybe 2,000 years ago as a disciple walking around with Jesus, and how he uses their story and the things that went well and the things that didn't to really equip us to live for him today. So what do we want for boys and girls? We want them to live in a dynamic way within the primary school. We want them, just like us as teachers, called to live in such a way that we honour Jesus. We want these kids to realise that knowing Jesus isn't something that you do because an adult asks you to do it, but it's something that should be impacting every facet of your daily lives.